So the good outcome um, is just that like most people end up in the water, or like uh, no. So like let's say um I don't know. So like you what is like I'm trying to think of like how this can be like good but not good at the same time. Because like the one thing that can't happen is that like not well, actually no. Now that I think about it, um not literally every outcome has to lead to new leadership. If only most of the outcomes lead to new leadership, that's also fine. So yeah, maybe shoving the mutineers overboard is the one way to like maintain order and balance. Maybe we'll see. Um, so let's. All right, yeah. So the traders uh, fly overboard. Uh, fly over the railings and land with a loud splash. Uh, um, yeah, that's fine. So that's the good outcome for shoving the mutineers in the drink. Shoving them overboard. All right. So the good. What's the good generic outcome? So the good generic outcome is when. Yeah. So the good generic outcome is. Actually, maybe this one also won't lead to new leadership. Um, so like this good outcome leads to new leadership, not because not necessarily because things went poorly and chaos remains, but uh, because like there is a regime change basically. Yeah. And then I guess the other good outcomes will basically neutralize the situation. So the good generic outcome is uh, so with the leaders with the yeah leaders distracted, uh, you uh, manage to catch them off guard uh, and regain control of the vessel. Sure. Actually, this might. Hmm. Uh, Let me say raid leaders. Distracted. You managed to catch them off guard and regain control of the vessel. Okay. I was thinking maybe this should lead to new leadership. Um, but no, that's probably fine. Okay. So yeah. So new leadership. Oh right, this is one of the other ones that I'm working on. Right. So I'll before I close this, I'll just in case I have to come back and touch up anything, I'll just leave it like that for now. Did I save that? I think so. Okay. So yeah. So this is event type 3, and it's so the generic lose condition is when you cannot find any sort of agreement, and uh, yeah. Uh, So I'm just gonna switch over to Facecam for just one quick second. I'll be right back. Right back. I'm not actually going anywhere. I'm just it just occurred to me there's something that I was gonna do earlier, but I got distracted because when I started up the stream today, I forgot to I forgot that the script was like super crashy and stuff, and I I just switched over to screen cam like almost immediately, and there's okay, anyways. Let's okay. So the generic lose condition for yeah, for trying to restore order. So like for hours and hours of debate, you only find more arguments and more arguments and endless nah. I was gonna try to do something like try and do something like poetic with like the endless like horizons of the ocean, or I don't know, like just something to imply like desolation, but whatever. All right, so action specific win. Okay, yeah. So this is the case where agreement is found, and something actually wins out. So action specific win. Let's say. Yeah. So this is where I'll want to. Well, listen better, Codebreaker, because you forgot an E in your name, and clearly you do not have good attention to detail. Uh, so for yeah, so the action specific win. This is also the place where I'm going to be putting in like a. I guess I'll just use like a symbol or like something for uh, as like a placeholder for the like the action specific text, because like I guess I mean, like I was saying before, I don't really have to call out the specific action that like won, like the specific ad lib action that won, but I think it'd be a nice touch to be able to do so. So I probably want to add that tech at some point. And like when I was looking over the diagram, or when I was looking over the diagram earlier, it did occur to me like I do kind of want to do that. So um, let's I have no clue what you're talking about. I have no clue what that means. I can't even tell if that thing at the end is supposed to be an emoticon. Capital R dash slash. I have no clue what's happening right now. All right. So the action specific win will be uh so the what, like, so basically like the crew rejoices and celebrates the. Oh yeah. So one other thing I was thinking of doing is actually like using not just the action tag of like the winning one, but also like referencing the leader, like whoever led that action. I was thinking like this would be, it'd be just like kind of another nice thing to like call that out. Uh, so maybe the crew rejoices and celebrates uh, the newfound is that that's not one word, newfound uh, agreement uh, um, how do you celebrate on a boat? I mean, like with booze, I think. But How do you celebrate not involving booze? Uh, I guess like I don't have to go into detail. The crew rejoices and celebrates the newfound agreement. Maybe that's fine. Like maybe I don't have to call it. Maybe like I'll for now I'll just do like these outcomes and then I can do the action tag thing later because like yeah, I feel like this is actually fine. Uh, uh, oh, actually, I was gonna say like, yeah, no, maybe I could add in. So the crew rejoices and celebrates the new. I'll just say new agreements. Uh, uh, so like, yeah, no, this is fine. I don't care. I was thinking like, oh, I could do this, I could do that, but nah, nothing really feels necessary or like a significant improvement. So, yeah. So day off, right? The free type with the okay, and then shrine is easier. I'm gonna do this real quick. So the generic win is your ritual uh, so your ritual conjures great and powerful spirits to break the or to unlock unlock the shrine. You uncover uh, 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 what do you uncover? So, oh, we already uncovered. You uncovered the entrance. You uncover the entrance gate to an ancient underground shrine. The stone doors are sealed with strong magical bonds. You might unlock its secrets if you work together to complete an arcane ritual. So your ritual conjures great and powerful spirits to unlock the shrine. You uh, what you find inside is to uh, so your ritual conjures great and powerful spirit. Your ritual conjures great spirits to unlock the shrine. What you find inside is too potent to share with the outside world. I'll leave that to the imagination. So action specific lose. You uh, you unsettle you unsettle strong magical forces. Uh, uh, they uh, they uh, they go crazy, but like they like what they uh uh they go crazy. You unsettle strong magical forces. Uh so yeah, they shake the rock walls and uh they shake the rock walls uh you unsettle strong magical forces. They violently they shake the rock walls violently. You had better you'd better run. Yeah, I don't know. That's fine. Okay. Uh, yeah. So generic. Oh yeah. So you're traveling ahead of schedule through a beautiful undisturbed forest. You decide to let loose a bit and enjoy the scenery. What will you do with your time off? So the generic lose condition is the case where, um, the generic lose condition is the case where it gets shifted to tilt, but then mines can't be made up. So, uh, uh, so yeah. So I guess I'll just be very literal about it. You spend the afternoon, or no, no. You know what? What will you do with your time off? Yeah. You Yeah, no. So no, if you this is the case where you can't find agreement, so I'll just make it so that like it's just not fun without other people or something. I don't know. You well no, how does this scale though? I can't yeah, it's hard to so like I mean this like if three people are playing the game, then like it could be that like only one person chose each option. But if like 300,000 people are playing the game, then it could be like 100,000 people chose each option. And if 100,000 people chose each option, then it's like it's a little difficult to say that not enough people, whatever. Uh, yeah. Uh, so yeah, no. Why doesn't it work out? You decide to let loose a bit and enjoy the scenery. What will you do with your time off? I guess I don't know. I think this is another situation where like the bad outcomes aren't that bad. Uh so I guess like the bad outcome will be that like you have a peaceful afternoon to yourself. Uh uh I keep thinking of like the number of people, and like I really shouldn't do that because like, what if the actions chosen like very specifically the imply the presence of others? Like, what if you specifically choose like a team-based activity of some sort? Uh, so I'll just make it sound like not super impressive. So like you have a pleasant afternoon uh, and you feel about the same. Action specific win. Uh, right. So this is when, for whatever reason, like one option wins, and uh, so I guess I don't know, like a great idea. Uh, um, oh, there is like one weirdness here. The weirdness here is that if it's event type zero, hypothetically something can win that no one actually chose. So I can't really say great idea because the winning idea might not actually exist. Oh wait, that's not true of an adlib event. No, that's not true of an adlib event. And this is an adlib event. Okay, so no, yeah, okay. Yeah, no. That can only happen in the case of a fixed action event because in a fixed action event, you like one of the actions gets chosen at random, regardless of who has or hasn't chosen what or whatever. So, great idea. You uh, so it has to. I have like so. All right. Again, like the question here is what will you do with your time off? And so like, what if hypothetically like the winning one is like one that doesn't necessarily make sense to happen with like a lot of people? Like, what if the winning one what if the winning one is like something that should be done like in solitude hypothetically? I mean, there's like this is because this is adlib and it's free event type. Like, well, no, more because it's adlib. Like, there's literally no way to ensure that like the results are going to make sense because it's literally in the control of of like the people who choose to interact with it. So, like, I don't know. It's not gonna make perfect sense no matter what, no matter how it plays out. It's not gonna make 100% perfect sense. So, uh, let's what should we do? Um, Great idea. I should cool it with the exclamation points just because these all are preceded by LO exclamation point, which looks like lol, but it is technically an exclamation point. So great idea. Uh, uh, Time flies, and you uh, uh, and you find yourself rejuvenated and uh, ready to resume your travels. Cool. So the generic win is the case where it gets tilted, or no, not tilted. It gets even, and so the good outcome is the one where yay, everybody has fun. Uh, yeah. So everyone uh, uh, has a great time. Everyone has a grand time. I just don't like reusing the exact same words again and again. Synonyms are like slightly less bad than just using the exact same word again and again and again. Everyone has a grand time. Um, uh, uh, you will remember this day for a while. Okay, action specific lose. This is the case where it's supposed to be balanced and people don't balance. So again, it's probably not going to be like so bad. It's uh, so so things things or so the situation turns out a bit differently than you had expected, but you learn from the experience. I don't know. I don't care. Okay. So, that's fine. And then, was that all of them? That's all of them. Cool. Cool. Oh, so I need to do this thing now. Changing it so that the prescripted events stay free. Yeah. So basically at event midtime, let's go to midtime. Midtime. Why is it saying? Oh, I'm looking at the wrong scripts. Midtime. Event midtime. Yeah. So yeah. Cur-ev type. Right. So we're setting cur-ev type here, but we don't want to be doing that. So right. So we'll say cur-ev type cur-ev effective type equals curv type. Whoops. I had that URL on my clipboard. Equals curv type. And then, so most of these places now that we're referencing curv type will change to curv effective type. Actually, let's go to where we define curv. Like in the first place, because curv effective type equals I don't know. Initialize it to something. So global curv. Global curv. Actually, this probably doesn't have to be global. Yeah, this actually doesn't have to be global. So I'm just going to declare it here instead. Curv effective type equals blank. So yeah, in that other place, I mean, I guess it doesn't really hurt to declare it twice, but whatever. Okay, so yeah, let's go to curv.type. Specifically where it gets referenced in midtime. Although actually, no, these... Actually, yeah, let's just go through and change all references to curv effective type. Or curv type. So this... Yeah, this is fine. This actually is supposed to be referencing curv type. Yeah. Yes. Wait, curv type greater than or equal to 0? Curv type greater than or equal to 0. Oh, because if it was... I don't know why I'm doing that, but it seems to work, so... Oh wait, what is this, Oh, this is for midtime. Oh, huh, interesting. So... curv type equals pev type dot get. Yeah, okay, this part actually is correct. Okay. So, alright, so what is this? This is in process event. Process event. Oh, yeah. Okay, so right. So actually, yeah, most cases of like curv.type are actually going to get changed to curv effective type. So this one, for example, curv effective type. Let's replace that. All of these places. And we'll just manage the like basically all of these places, and we'll just update the curv effective type consistently, so that most of the time it's mirroring the curv type, but it's also a value that we can change without accidentally changing the event itself. Yeah. Yeah, all of these can be... Oh, yeah, actually, this isn't even where we do this. And then pretty much all of these can get replaced. Because, yeah, we're just treating this new value just like how we had treated the old one. So, curv.type equals suffix command? What is this? Oh, yes, this one, it actually is curv type. Oh, which means this is a place where we have to set curv effective type. I guess technically we don't actually even have to set the curv type, but just for consistency, I will set it. But no, curv effective type is the important thing to set here. Yeah. So where is this? This is oh, this is for the final event. Yeah, so it's we're definitely using effective type here. Oh. Yeah, in that other place where I was setting curv type, I'll also want to be setting cur of effective type because there's not another. Yeah. Uh, um. So yeah. So what is this? This is yeah. Again, this is effective type. Uh. So okay, yeah. So this place, cur ev type. Yeah. So I do also have to say global cur ev effective type. Uh, and I have to set that as well. I mean, again, like I kind of only have to set that value. I kind of don't have to care about the other value, but I will keep the other value up to date just for consistency. And then we do mid time. Yeah. So good. And then there's at least one other place. It's when we init the event. When we init the event, we have to set when we init the event, we have to set the effective type equal to the current type. Um, so yeah, that would be init event. Whoops, wrong thing. Init event. Yeah. So I guess like just when we're doing all the rest of the stuff, um, cur-ev, supertype. I mean, I guess we only kind of have to do it for classic. We don't really have to do it for archery. I'm just gonna do it for like all of them, anyways, basically. So event set, like we do all this other setup work. Bonus vowels, overtime, event on. Let's put it here, I guess. Cur-ev effective type equals cur-ev dot type. Yeah. Yeah, cool. All right. So now, right. So now we can change cur-ev effective type all we want, and it's not going to mess up our database of events. Because like our list of events, we're not really supposed to edit it while the title runs. It's basically just supposed to like hang out there. It's like the template from which we like fabricate these events. Yeah. Cool. So good. I mean, I'll need to restart the script. Maybe I should restart the script now, because I'm guessing there's probably going to be bugs and there's probably going to be fun stuff to discover. So we actually, yeah, I think I'm going to bring the script down, and then I'll bring it back up shortly. And let's do what? So this is the fake version of the script, or is this no? This is the real version of the script. So let's falsify it, make it an imposter for a moment, so we can run it to like ferret out like, huh? I was gonna say some crashes that'll happen on load, but apparently we don't have crashes on load. Delightful. No syntax errors or anything. Wow. How about that? Okay. Cool. So that seems fine. So I'll restart the script for real in the near future, and we can test that stuff out. I'm guessing like once we actually have it up and running, I'd just be really surprised if everything worked out great and like nothing was broken at all. That'd be really impressive, I guess. Um, uh, so let's. Oh yeah. So I mean, I guess. Wait, what did we do with our backlog? I feel like we finished something. How much did we finish though? Prescripted adlib events, general outcomes, pass fail. Yeah. Inverted set of outcomes for free type events. Yeah, we did both of these things. I mean, it's probably not 100% done because it's probably gonna like bug out or something. But yeah, it's about as done as it would typically be. So that's fine for now. All right. Well, I was expecting that to take a little bit longer, but I guess no, that's cool. Sure, let's just finish it up earlier. Why not? So let's do what with So I wasn't paying attention to the memory profiling. I could look into this this teleporting, demi teleporting thing. Yeah, actually, I'm while we're waiting for just a moment for the script to cool down, I'm going to check out. I'm gonna check out the video from yesterday to see. Is this no? That's the video from today. This is the video from yesterday. Because at 109, we saw one of those weird teleporting things.
Oh,
Quiet you. 108:59. No, I think we just missed it. Hold on, let me make this bigger. So yeah, I think we just saw the demi teleport happen already. So no, it's not far back enough either. Alright, apparently it happened at more close to like 108. Alright, so we're in the forest, and I think what's gonna happen is we're gonna see on the video we're in the forest, and then all of a sudden we just teleport like halfway into the mountains. I'm pretty sure that's what the bug is. Or at least that's what the bug was like last time I saw it. So could happen at any moment. I still I still only have a vague sense of like what is causing this. Actually, no, that's an exaggeration. I have like no idea what's causing this. Yeah, it just like pops into the mountains for like no particular reason. Well, I mean, who doesn't love the mountains, right? The game was just so eager to get there. It couldn't contain itself, and just had to go there immediately. I don't know, I've looked at this before, and I guess I keep hoping for like a clue. Like I keep hoping for like some idea of like why it's happening. Because like we've looked at the code, like it rarely ever happens, and we've looked at the code like relative to like what could possibly be evaluating in order for something like this to happen, and it just does not seem clear to me from what we've seen before. So I don't know like what sort of clue I'm hoping for, but like basically anything would be nice, like because I'm going on like basically nothing at this point. So yeah. I mean, it's only happened like several times ever, so I could just wait to get more information on the topic before I try and like dig in and crack that open. What was the other thing that happened yesterday? At 3:36, 5:26, we teleported not in away mode. 3:36. Oops. I don't think this was directly related. I just made a note of it because it also seemed weird. So what was happening here? Again, we're in the forest. Maybe the forest is cursed or something. I don't know. And I think all that happens here is that we just teleported. For more context, I might need to like go back further through the stream and like watch like the sequence of events that led up to this, because like I think for one thing I had been like toggling away mode, so I think the thing that weirded me out though is that I hadn't had away mode on recently, so it seemed like there did I don't doesn't seem like there was a good reason for that teleportation. So that happened at like 3:36 ish basically. What happens if we go back to like a few minutes in time? Like when was the last time that we actually like transitioned? Because like now we're like 4 minutes in the past, or like 6 minutes in the past, and we're still in the forest. So like, why did we spend so much time in the forest? Like, why didn't we start why weren't we transitioning to the mountains? Like I'm not seeing any event like stuff like showing on screen, so it's not like we'd had an event just previous. Yeah, I think that's like, so I'm guessing what's happening here is that yeah, now we're like, oh, okay. So now we're like, wait, what time did it happen at? 36. Uh, 36. So we're at 24, and we are just still transitioning in from the river. So if we were still transitioning in from the river, just like 8 minutes prior. I'm saying like 8 minutes because like we're not nearly done transitioning. This river transition is going to take a little while longer. So, okay, that one might have been fine. It might have just been that like we were in transition debt because I had been using away mode previously, and so because we were just so far behind on our transitions, like we couldn't even start the transition in time for that event or something. Yes, this is if you'd like, I could find footage of a point on the stream where I had been reviewing footage, and we could watch footage of me watching footage of me watching footage, because I do this from time to time when I'm trying to figure out like why a bug was happening. Um, so yeah, that's entirely doable. Let me know how many versions of me you want to see on stream at one time. We can probably accommodate. Um, um, yeah. So, all right. I'm not gonna worry. Hey, that's the new follower. Nice. R2 Robot, welcome to the channel. Thank you very much for following. Um, I'm not gonna. I'm not gonna. I'm not gonna worry about the. I'm not gonna worry about the this teleport here, because this one might just be due to usage of like away mode. The demi teleport, like I also just don't really know. Like again, I just feel like I need more information on that one. So for now, I'm just gonna restart the script. Like I'll keep it in mind and like maybe I'll take a look at it and like see if anything. I don't know. It's like I've taken a look at it before and nothing's jumped out before, so I don't expect to find anything like this time either. But like I suppose I could take another look. I don't know. Maybe fresh eyes, something will stand out. I don't know. Not optimistic on that regard, but let's yeah. So in terms of like a next thing to be doing, yeah. So I haven't been paying attention to the memory profile, although I should. I mean, usually when we start the script, well, actually, yeah. So I should be going to Task Manager anyway, so I can bump up the priority on the script because that's just good habit. And then yeah, I should also be just keep see like 200 megabytes is like about right. Like 200 megabytes is like about how much we expect it to use. It's when it's using 2 gig that like that's not appropriate, and we are set up to do memory profiling. So all we need to do is like get it to actually like be memory bad, so we can memory profile it and get it memory good. But apparently that's too much to ask. I mean, the other perfectly viable option is that we just never experience the memory bug ever again, and the memory just stays perfectly fine, and we don't have to change anything. Like, I guess I am technically okay with that. I don't expect it to happen because that's not typically how computer science works. But I'm not going to argue if that's if that's what we eventually get. Just the game working perfectly on its own. Okay. So I think it might be time to grab something off the backlog. Or the future log. I don't like thinking of it as the backlog. Whoever came up with the term backlog was probably really stressed out when they came out with that term. It's like, oh gosh, all this stuff. Like backlog, it's like, what, are you supposed to have done it already? It's like, no, it's not. I don't know. For me, it's like, I just call it the future, because like these are things that I will do in the future. Alright, archery. Oh yeah, I should probably go in order. I should probably read this in order because I do keep it relatively in order. Actually, is there any micro stuff that I should be doing? Keep last tweet ID in case of multi-tweet messages. Maybe I should clear up some of this micro stuff because like the reason it's in this micro list is because it shouldn't take very long. Link bonuses badge awarding. Oh. Sorry. That is true, R2 Robot. But the wizard magic that computers run on is very it's very precise wizard magic. um, Thank you, Snapu. Snapu. Um, uh, Snapu. No, yeah. Wait, no, I said it right the second time. Sorry. You had corrected me on it, or you had confirmed which was the correct pronunciation yesterday, and I'd forgotten. Sorry. Um, what strategy does current multi-scoring imply? I think I looked at this and oh no, multi-scoring. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. No, I was thinking yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah. No, I should. Okay, so yeah, I guess that'd be fine to look at. What's this other one? Influence in Action Dictionary can be imprecise if player gains experience during an event. That one I don't care about. I think I'll never care about this one. I think I'll never care about this one. I'm gonna put this in limbo. I don't. I just really don't ever expect to care about it. All right. So link bonuses, badge awarding. I guess I can do that. Technically, I should do that. I mean, the things that are in here because I should technically do them. Keep last tweet ID in case of multi-tweet messages. That's also keeping track of the tweet ID is easy, but then how am I going to set this up? Like, well, so I guess no, this is fairly straightforward. I'll just put in like a flag. Oh no, not even a flag. Oh no, no, no. Yeah, no. This is actually pretty easy. Uh, so yeah, I'll just do this real quick. I might do the multi thing too. I might do the link bonuses thing too because it would be nice to clear this stuff up. This stuff has just been like kind of kicking around here for like a very long time. So, oh, I should initiate a way mode just so to make up for lost time because the script had been down for a little while. So, all right. Yeah, maybe that's why things have been working out so well. I've kept my mana bars really high, so I've got just very good wizard magic on my side lately. All right, so keep last tweet ID in case of multi-tweet messages. So yeah, this is really simple. We just so like where is it that we actually excuse me. Where is it that we actually send the update? So Twitter dot send. Oops, Twitter spelled correctly. Well, not spelled correctly, but spelled. Twitter dot post update. Yeah. So yeah, so in reply to status ID. So this is the part where we actually post the Twitter update. So this is the get to Twitter data thread. Um, so we'll just say so we will just say yeah. So last tweet ID equals I don't know, 0 for starters. Um, and then we'll say so new tweet participation dictionary. Yeah, yeah. So new tweet. So like last tweet ID equals new tweet.id. And then hmm. I guess it's like huh. Well, yeah. Well, okay. No, you know what we'll do? We'll say we'll add in a separate case here. We'll say else if item index 1 equals I don't know, like -2 or 0 maybe. Maybe it's if oops, there's no e in item. It's not in this case. So if item equals 0, then we'll say new tweet in reply to status ID equals item or equals last tweet ID. Basically, I want a way to indicate that the that the in reply to status ID should be should be the status ID of the previous tweet. So this should work for that purpose. And whoa, we sleep for 3 seconds after every tweet? Is that just so we don't hit like the post limit or something? Huh. Interesting. I guess that's fine. But yeah. Oh. Ooh. Huh. Something just occurred to me. If I'm waiting 3 seconds between each tweet, I might want to like change. I want to make like a priority queue for tweets, because like level up tweets are less time sensitive than for example, uh, wait a second. Why did it say build 100% led by Marty and legendary neurotoxin? Why didn't it say perfect build? Thing. Yeah. You finally seek your protection from the elements just as the storm subsides? Yeah, I definitely broke something. Um, because... Oh gosh, what did I break? Alright, well I'll finish this up real quick. I won't do the tweet priority queue, but I'll make a note of it. Because I will want to do that. So like tweet priority queue for quest tweets over level tweets, etc. Okay. Let's actually, I'm gonna put this a little higher on the list because it's definitely, I put it really high up, and I don't think it's literally the next thing I'll do, but I should find a place for it. Okay, so yeah, no, what I have to do here though is right. So when we're adding to the tweet queue, so tweet queue dot put, so for li in lines, tweet queue dot put line. Huh. For li in lines, I don't like putting conditionals inside loops, but for this case I'm just going to, because like it's not like this gets called super often. So I'll say if li equals lines index 0, then we'll say tweet queue put blah blah bling blong. But then duplicate this, because in the else case, we'll say oh, which value is it? It was index 1, I think, is the reply to ID. I'll have to double check that, but I think it was like, yeah. Where's this other negative one? I don't even remember. It was item index 1, yeah. Yeah. What is item index 2? Participation ID? Yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay. Okay, yeah, that's only for participation. Okay, so tweet queue dot put. There are a few other places where we'll want to do something similar to this. So I'll start at the top, which is this, and then, right. So again, same deal basically. It'll be if li equals lines index 0, so if it's the first one, then we'll just use the we won't use a reply to ID, because this is like the start of a new thing or whatever. But otherwise, we will use the last tweet ID as the reply to ID. So I'll have to make sure that when I change the priority queue, I don't accidentally like change the order of these things, because the reply to ID will always just oh yeah, right. So I have to actually I'm gonna run another event, because apparently the events aren't working quite right now, but I want more data as to like what's not working exactly. Uh, so okay. And I'll get to that in just a second too. Uh, so um, mhm. Yeah, so let's look at more tweetq.put. For li in lines, yeah, so basically every time we go over li in lines, we'll want to say if li equals lines index 0, then we do it like this, else we so like tweets don't go out very often. Like I think in the history of Trusty Bard, he's only sent out like 50 of these or something like that. So I don't like putting conditionals inside loops. I prefer to figure out the conditions outside of the loop and then loop more cleanly, but this is fine for now. So yeah, so more tweet q put, etc., etc. So oops, if li equals lines index 0, then we do this, else we do basically the same thing, except with a 0 here instead of a -1. There shouldn't be many more of these, if any more. One more, maybe? One or two more. If li, you think after typing it enough times I'd be able to type it without typos, but no. Oops. It's weird that you can do. It's weird to me that you can do Shift Tab, but you can't do Tab. Like Shift Tab and Tab are not opposite things. Like if I have the cursor inserted here and I do Shift Tab, it'll unindent. But if I do Tab, it'll just like rip it in half. Okay. Anyways, so duplicate this because the else case here is 0, and then is that the last one? Nope. Yes, no, that is the last one, because this is something different. Actually, that, which doesn't mean that that was necessarily the last one, but oh, I have a separate queue for level tweet queue versus tweet queue. So maybe I already have like a priority thing going on. All right, well, cool. Yeah, so actually maybe I don't need to do that tweet queue thing, because it looks like I already keep them separate. I mean, technically account linking could interrupt. Yeah, technically account linking could interrupt an event, which would be a little funny. But yeah, I'll so I might not have to add in like a queue or anything, but uh wait, what is this about? Last line? tweetq.put last line. What is last line? Oh, last line is roll dialog. -1.strip. What is roll dialog? I'm just curious as to why we just put this, why we don't have to like count characters or anything. That seems sketchy. Last line. Roll dialog -1.strip. Oh, right. Okay, no. It's because we why are we doing this as two separate things? For I in range length roll dialog -1 line equals roll dialog strip the length of Uh, so what is it that I'm trying to do here? Uh, uh, oh gosh, the way I've organized this is awkward. The way I've organized this is really awkward. Okay, so no, this is easy enough. Okay, so right, so we say so if the length of the line is greater than 0, then if roll dialog or no, if I equals 0. Right, I was gonna say if roll dialog index 0 equals, or if roll dialog index I equals roll dialog index 0, but yeah, no, if I equals 0, then we'll do as such, and then we'll say else we'll use the last tweet ID, and then down here we have to say, so if so we'll just say if the length of roll dialog is greater than 1, then we know that this has to be we'll know that this has to be not the first one, because it's the last one. And if the length is greater than 1, there has to be at least 2. So it has to be at least the second. All right, so excuse me. Oh yeah, how are the events turning out? Oh, okay. So that random event seemed to work out okay. Or if it was broken in the other direction. Sorry, just catching up on the participation. And all right, so this one's also fairly random. Like this, so the oh no, these are, I think both of these events are events type 1. So hypothetically, this one should work fine as well. Yeah, but what was that other one? That one that event type 3 didn't seem to work correctly. I don't know what that's about. All right, almost ready to check that out. Are there any other references to tweet queue.put? No. Okay, we've got all of them now. Was there something else that I don't need to change? It was like, oh no, you know what I think I did is I think I might have accidentally said li equals lines in at least one case instead of li equals lines. So, no, okay, I did it correctly all of those times. Wow, that's impressive. That I would type something like 4 or 5 times and actually type it correctly all 4 or 5 times. I guess I'm not guaranteed to have done that, but at least I didn't make that one specific typo. Perfect teach. Okay, so frick. Okay, so it's definitely not working correctly though, because like it didn't say the outcome. If perfect teach was really what had happened, then there's text that goes there. It shouldn't just say low perfect teach. It should say like low, you show those villagers what's up and they're smart now or something. I don't know. not that, but like something, of that nature. All right, so let's let's look at that because that's weird. I'll let the title continue to run because like the longer it runs, like it's not completely broken. It's just like some weird anomalous stuff going on, and also the more it runs, the more data we collect. So there's at least that, and you're getting experience for it. So hey, why not? All right, so yeah, what on earth is going wrong there? It's like okay, so in the first case, it chose the wrong outcome and it scored incorrectly. Or alternately, it almost scored as if it was the wrong event type. But that's like the one thing I didn't change. Like I didn't change how event types work. like, it doesn't load in event types any differently. It just does things differently with events depending on what type we've loaded in. So that's weird. For example, um, um, it just seems like a weird amalgamation of like ways for like bugs to manifest here. Like I recognize that, like, you know, I'm not like a perfect. I'm not even a good programmer. I'll be honest. Like, I don't actually like care about programming. Sorry, I'm not going anywhere. I I realized I had my house key and in my. I was carrying it around, and if I would lose it. I'm gonna lock myself into the house someday. I know it, and I don't want to do that today. But no, I'm not. Like, I don't. I care about programming. Sometimes, but like most of the time I'm just like, whatever, this is programming and it'll allow me to do what I want to do. So I recognize that, like, I'm going to introduce bugs. Like, there's going to be bugs at some point, and I'm fine with that. I just wow, why are we keep getting a oh, wait a second, hold on, let's look at the village mad science blah blah blah, because it might be that even more stuff has gone wrong. Because that's part of the Doomsday Device quest chain, Mad Science. Okay. So it's only in the case that you confront the maniac that you get the Doomsday. Okay, so yeah, so the outcome that we were supposed to get was to say, after several failed prototypes, the villagers get a grasp on these technological magics. But instead, it acted as if like the neutral. Oh, it's done has it done the neutral outcome literally every time? No. No, because excuse me, lo, you've wrestled meaner brutes than these. That is not a neutral outcome. That is the correct outcome for subdue. Ah, ah. Not only do these bugs like seem like unrealistic or like they're not sensible versus like what we had done, but they're not even happening consistently. Like, why for one of these quests would it just turn out fine, and for the other it's just like, nope, not fine, random, weird, whatever. All right, whatever. I'm gonna light the towering bonfire. Oh, you know what I haven't tested yet either, which I guess I might as well test it now, is the one all one 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 all one. So one all one all one. So it should register for one, it should register for all, it should register for one, it should unregister one, it should register one, it should unregister one, it should register all, it should unregister all, it should register one. Wait, nice light? Oh, okay. Wait a second. That's not the right event type. Local villagers host a spectacular festival? That's not event type 1. Or the event type... Yeah, no, that's not event type 1. What the heck? Ah, these bugs. These bugs. Yeah, exactly. Alright, I'm gonna test this real quick. See if that worked. So the end result should be 1. Gambit dictionary entry, true all. Oh, registers as all. Registers as all and not as 1. So that's weird. One all one. Oh. Yeah, no, my logic is flawed. Because they were exactly an even number of ones? Oh, cripes. Um, yeah, no, my logic is flawed there. So I should fix that. I don't know if I care to do it right now. Uh, oh, so I think this is technically done. I should test it, but I think that's technically done. Um, actually, no, I should actually keep reminders to test it, because I'm not going to remember to test it unless I keep the reminder here. Yeah. So like Gambit, so like logic to parse multiple gambits is flawed. Can't just discount even numbers. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know why I thought that would be correct, but whatever. Okay. So, let's do what first? Yeah, let's figure out what the heck is. All of these event types are just screwed up because, like, the popular option. Ugh. Okay, so it must have to do with like effective event type or something, because like it seems like the event type is always like one behind. So maybe I'm just not initializing the. Yeah, it must have something to do with the like the cur-ev effective. No, not there. Cur-ev effective type. It's not resetting correctly, but it should be, because we do when we initialize the event, we do cur-ev effective type equals like when we initialize the event, that's like it's like the first thing we do. So we set cur-ev effective type equals cur-ev.type. Have we not set cur-ev at this point? Is that the problem? Oh, yep. Yep, we haven't set cur-ev yet. So we're literally setting it to the previous. Yeah, okay. So that explains some of it. Not all of it, I don't think. Or does it? I might explain some of it. I don't know, we'll see. So if do now... Yeah, so we just have to do it here. Or, you know, someplace after this part, because this is so do now index 2 equal 2. That means it's a prescripted event, and in the case of a prescripted event, we haven't set cur-ev yet. So we have to wait until we're done setting cur-ev, and then we're good to go. Okay. So does that explain everything though? So I'm gonna stop the script now, and we'll restart it soon, because this should fix most of it, but it does. So I'm just going to look through the chat log to see if that would explain everything we saw, or if there are some things that wouldn't get explained from that. Cur-ev effective type. Cur-ev effective type. Yes, that would explain everything. Because remember earlier, if you were here, we were looking at the way cur-ev effective type gets set, and it gets initialized to 0 with the presumption that, you know, one of those if-else cases is going to evaluate, or no, excuse me, outcome gets initialized to 0 on the presumption that one of those if-else cases for the current event effective type is going to evaluate, but the current event effective type initialized to blank, and so that's like the one situation where it actually wouldn't make it through that list of if-elses, and so that was the one. So in that case, it just stayed with outcome 0, and considering the event type, no, it just stayed with outcome 0, and it never actually populated the bonus dictionary. So the bonus dictionary just stayed 0 for everything. Okay, so that one fix would explain everything that we saw. So that's good. Excuse me. Yeah, with such weird symptoms, it's like I was expecting it to be like possibly like really hairy, but no, that's pretty good. That's not. Yeah. All right. Let's okay, so we just finished doing like the tweet thing. Keep last tweet ID. Oh right, so we have to test that, because otherwise, yeah. Okay, so I guess while we're waiting for the script to cool off, I'll do the logic for multiple gambits. Yeah, I don't know. I was like that logic for multiple gambits like almost makes sense, except it doesn't. So, I mean, again, the brutal part here is that we're accommodating like a scenario that sucks and like really shouldn't ever exist at all. Um, but we're doing it for a feature that I don't care about, so that we don't accidentally like, make unnecessarily complicated a feature that I do care about. All right, so basically what we have to do here is we have to change this check. Um, so for I in range, no, we have to change this too. Um, okay, so this isn't so hard. We can just say, okay, we don't need the dictionary at all, actually. Yeah, no, we just need PG. So we'll just say PG equals, uh, PG equals, okay, so what, yeah, no, what do we do here? Uh, oh, if name in Gambit set, okay, so, first we'll say, PG equals blank. Then we'll say if name in Gambit set PG list dot insert blah blah bling blong. Oh, we don't have to do this. We can just say PG equals player name. We don't need PG list now either. We can actually just do this up front. Yeah. All right, so actually, I guess we actually get to simplify this a bit, which is kind of nice. If I ever decide to make like multi gambits, then I'll probably just want to die first. Um, but no, okay, this should be fun. So PG list, yeah, we can get rid of PG list. All we need is PG. PG equals blank, and then we say if name in Gambit set PG blah blah bling blong, and then get rid of that. Get rid of all this stuff. Okay, so what we do have to change though is we do have to change what happens inside this loop. So we don't just say PG list append blah 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 blah. We say if act search in gambits, then we say if act search index I equals PG, then we say PG equals blank. This is the case where we're unregistering. Else PG equals act search index I. Yeah, and then so we'll go through the entire list, and then by the end of it, that's good. So then we say if name in Gambit set, right? So we have to deduct for the if player name dot gambit not equal PG. Wait, what? Right, so if it changed. Because it could be, okay, so yeah, so the reason we check whether it's different is to see if there's been no change, then we don't have to do anything there. So if PG equals blank, then we discard the name, yeah. And then otherwise we add the name, yeah. Player dictionary name dot gambit equals PG, and that value gets +1. Yeah. Okay. Good then. Yeah, and so there are two scenarios where we handle this logic, and so let's update both of them, I guess. Oh yeah, right. So PG list, move dictionary still exists, Gambit still exists, name and Gambit set. Yeah, that's fine. Okay. All right. So copy this, and then let's go to the other place where we do stuff like this. Yeah. Once again, all this stuff can get replaced with this. Yeah. And I think that it was completely interchangeable. I'm pretty sure that indexes all work correctly and stuff. I think. Yeah. What is this voice keys thing about? Why do we do that there? I don't know, it just seems like a funny place to do it. Oh, yeah. Probably made more sense before. Whatever, that's fine. Okay. And so now we can probably restart the script. I'm going to restart it as the fake version of the script real quick, just to ferret out any easy or obvious crashes that might occur. Oh man. Lowercase false evaluates as true, doesn't it? Wouldn't it? Like, because like anything that's not 0 or false is true. It's like, well, I mean, I guess actually lowercase f false doesn't evaluate because it's an undefined symbol, but if name in Gambit set PG equals, oh, name, there's an extra parenthesis there. Yeah, I don't know, it was just weird. Oh yeah, the same issue here. Seems weird that something so similar to false could evaluate as true, but I guess the rule there is just don't name anything lowercase f false unless you set it equal to be false, because otherwise you're just asking for trouble. Alright, so this seems to be in order. So let's make this the real version of the script and kick it off again. Okay. Now that the game doesn't really rely on chat anymore and it runs like basically completely on screen, it occurs to me like there's not that much difference between like the real version of the game and the fake version of the game. Like when the real version of the game is running, I can run a fake version of the game. Oops, again, capital F false. I can run like a fake version of the game because it doesn't occupy the screen space at the bottom of the screen. But if like there's not a real version of the script running, it does occupy the screen space at the bottom of the screen. So that's a little awkward. But okay, so logic to parse multiple gambits. Can't discount even numbers. I'm pretty sure that's fixed. I guess it will. I should test it. So here, I'll activate away mode. Hey, archery. I can't test it here. That's got to be, I don't know, steady. Oh, it's only a light breeze. So actually it's probably like left steady. I don't know. We'll see. Okay. So, sorry, I'm listening to some sweet tunes. Just gotta move a little bit. Also, yeah, I guess I don't have to be playing this archery event, but I am playing it for no particular reason. I guess I'm playing archery because I still, if there's balancing issues, if I still have to tune some stuff, then I'll want to be cognizant of that. Alright, so I didn't miss completely. Did I get a bullseye or did I get close? Oh, I got a bullseye. I must have gotten a bullseye because no one got close. I must have gotten a bullseye. Hey, look at that. Alright, so it was left steady. Alright, I'm okay at this game. I've played it once or twice before. Alright, so this has got to be, this has got to be hard left. It's got to be hard left, right? Because, like, look how far left we are, or look how far to the right we are, and look how far to the right the wind is blowing. So, yeah, it's got to be hard left, right? Or not right. Hard left, correct? A? Hard left, eh? Yeah. I'm not good at left and right. I don't know why I made a game that relies entirely on left right. Because like I'm literally one of those people who goes like this to remember like which way is left and right. And like the sad part is like I go like that and like it doesn't even like I don't always know like right like I look at my hands and I don't always know like right off the bat like which is left. I'm a mess. I just like I do this reflexively, but then like I'm like left or right or how'd I do? All right, I didn't get close. I think that's close. Oh yeah, I'm pretty sure that's close. I don't think that's actually supposed to be a bullseye. I think that's just because I picked a bad coordinate. I think I got a bullseye. Yeah, okay, I did. All right, bullseye. Cool. Uh, um, so last round. That's got to be steady, right? Ooh, I don't know. That could be steady, or it could be like steady right, because like the wind is only blowing slightly to the right, and we're only slightly, or it's only blowing slightly to the left, and we're only slightly to the right. So if we hold steady, like we might hit it. I don't know. We'll see. This one I'm less sure of than the others. The other one's like I don't know. Well, no, maybe that's only in retrospect. I was pretty unsure of all of them. Like when I was like waiting to see if it waiting to see how it went. But we'll see. We shall see. Very soon, in fact. Here we are. This is like the. I think we're still getting that glimmer bug. I think we're still like missing frames on the glimmer. Like not that it's a big deal, but like I like it when the glimmer looks good and like. Oh no! Oh no! Well, I must have at least gotten close. I clearly didn't get a bullseye. Hey, I leveled up at least. Let's. Wait, what? Oh, that's gotta be a bug. It says 50% of people were way off. Oh, okay, wait, no. Okay, I was gonna say, okay, okay. That could be valid. Um, I, I thought Legendary Neuro. Wait a second. No, that doesn't make sense, does it? Because, no, Legendary Neurotoxin said left, but that was in round two. And then we both said steady for round three. Hold on, let me look at that. Um, sorry. Wait a second. Okay, something is off there. Something is off there because like it said, huh? Well, just the outcome of the event, like I don't know. I should probably change the outcome of the. No, you know what I should do for the outcome of the event? Yeah, it should not be based on the out. Okay, so individual players' participation in the event should be based on, how many shots they fire personally, but the overall conclusion of the event. Because like if you look back over the course of that event, there were two bullseyes. There was one like near hit, and there was one miss. Um, but then because of the way it averaged out, like it said there were 0% perfect sharp shots because that's based currently on players. It's not based on like individual shots. So yeah, I should change that. It shouldn't be too difficult. It should be fairly straightforward, but I should change it. Archery outcomes based on individual shot counts, not player outcomes or whatever. I don't know. And so, oh yeah, the other thing I was going to look at though is like, why did it process? Wait, why does it say process finished with exit code? Oh, this must be an old version of the script. Yeah. Okay, here we go. Stop scrolling down, you jerk. So steady. Uh, so I'm just looking at what it read in as like the player's interaction. So okay, so starting at the beginning of the event, uh, okay, so yeah, here's where it processed left from legendary. Um, hmm. I don't. I think I don't have anything that like prints out when I think I have nothing that prints out like when the round like when the round of archery ends. So I guess I don't really know like when the rounds of archery are ending or starting. The one thing I was thinking is that like if this got processed late, then it could have if this got processed late, then it could have counted for the third round of archery, which would explain like why our shots were different and why that, I guess. What is this overall business? Oh yeah, so this was from the second round where I did steady left, right? But I did it in two pieces because like this overall no, this overall thing I think that's actually just unrelated. I think that has to do with systems that we don't actually use for archery. Um, oh, thank you. Thank you, Legendary Neurotoxin. Yeah, that was the archery was one of the things that I added relatively recently. I wanted to I wanted like something different, like a different like I like what are now called classic events, but I wanted like a counterpoint. Like I felt that like, you know, I had done as much with classic events as I wanted to do and that I felt like, you know, I wanted to make the world fuller and like make there more to do in the game, but yeah, instead of like going yeah, I don't know. So I actually like one of the next things I want to work on is another is like another new like super I'm calling it like an event super type. So like there's now the classic super type, there's the archery super type. The next one I want to add is spellcasting. Um, and then I want to add more as well, but I still have to figure out what the other ones are. Like I want to do one that involves time magic, but I still haven't figured out exactly how that works. I just think time magic would be fun because like Twitch games, like timing is so important to Twitch games because of the or like I don't know, Twitch games have like a really weird relationship with timing because of stream delay. So yeah. Uh, so what was I gonna do? Uh, oh yeah, yeah. I think well, so yeah. Was there anything else to be gleaned from like checking? I hmm. I'm gonna put in a print that happens at the end of a. Wait, there should be a print that happens at the end of the archery event. Event status. Wait, event status. Yeah. Wait, so event status should be marking the. Huh. Wait a second. What on earth is happening here? So the event status 2. I think this. I'm pretty sure this is the message that like concludes the event. Event status 1. Oh wait, there are two event status 2 messages though. Wait. So no, I don't know what that means. Um, there was one event status 1. Oh, okay. This was the one that starts the event, and then I guess these were just subsequent shooting rounds. So this one starts the event, and then so this should be calling round 2, and then this should be calling round 3. So, oh, okay. So yeah, so round 3 was called before it got legendary toxins left. So okay, so that would account for that. So I guess technically it was working correctly, except I don't know, what should I change there? Like I definitely want to change that one thing. The thing about how the outcome is resolved, and maybe that's like the most important thing, I guess. Uh, I mean, one thing I could try is that like Twitch added a button on hold on, I forget if I can show this without accidentally showing sensitive information. Sorry, just one second. Twitch added a button that's like if you're a broadcaster, you can just like basically like there's like there's a button to just reduce stream delay. Uh, just reduce stream delay. And like I don't know. I mean it's tempting, right? Because then less stream delay, right? But the thing is that like I mean what they do during stream delay is they buffer the stream so that if you're like not on a great connection, like you can see. And like I'm sometimes not on a great connection. So like I don't know. Wait a second. Wait, why did it? That's not right. Balance is the key to success here. You chose both carrots and corral. Oh, right. Yes. Okay. I mean, that wasn't... Yeah. Alright, I thought it was a bug, but okay. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I'll try the reduced stream delay and see if people complain about it. But, I don't know if it's, like, mandatory right now. So, that's why I've been holding off so far. I think I probably can't enable it like while the stream is running too. So maybe I'll try it like I'm planning. Oh yeah, I might take a break soonish and then come back later and maybe I'll enable it for like the afternoon. We can see how that goes. It could be worth trying because yeah, it would be really helpful for archery. Archery, like, you can play archery through stream delay. Like, you can play archery through, like, up to, like, I think, like, 50 seconds of stream delay or something like that. But, it's definitely, like, easier if you don't have stream delay. So, alright. Yeah, so what do I do now, next? Oh, I have something to do, right? Yeah, right, the archery outcome thing. Okay, so yeah. Oh, I should also test the last tweet ID thing. I can deactivate away mode for now, because I need an event not to be happening in order for, to test the tweet thing. So, yeah, how do I test the tweet thing? I just do whatever. I just make a really long piece of text. And we see if it comes through with the tweet ID. So I'm just going to open Firefox, because that's the browser that Trusty Bard uses for Twitter. So I don't need this open yet, but I'll want to check it out later. Okay. So, excuse me. Yeah, archery outcomes based on individual shots, not player. Yeah, okay, so how do we tabulate that? I think it's like archery outcomes dictionary or something like that. I think we just something like really straightforward like that. Archery outcomes. Archery outcomes misses. No, let's event status. No, let's go. Okay, so let's go to the. Where's the part where we literally calculate the outcome value? Oh, here we go. AO average, yeah. Archery outcomes. Okay, archery outcomes. Yeah. So, right. I guess instead we just want to, I mean, we just kind of like don't have to do this archery outcomes business. Like this one in particular. We can just cut this out. Because the rest of this PB stuff, like that's just how we add experience, so that's fine. A. Oh wait, what is this AO percentages thing? Oh, huh. Yeah, I'll just do like the whole archery outcomes thing. The whole archery outcomes thing will just convert to shots. So like the whole percentages thing like will also convert to shots as well. So how's it read? It's like I mean it might not. I might want to keep the percentages as like I don't know. No, I guess this is fine. Okay, so yeah, what would the phrasing be? It'd be perfect sharp shot, nice mark. Yeah, hits. It's talking about the individual shots. The language is already talking about the individual shots. It's not talking about the players. It's not like saying perfect sharp shooter, nice marksman. Uh, so yeah, this is fine. Okay. Uh, so yeah, but so we do have to change what archery outcomes means because archery outcomes. Oh yeah, so we're not resetting it here. Because we have to just be keeping a tally of this like through each round. Uh, AO round results? Oh. Okay. No, so we have to use something different here because right. Wait. No, round results. No, we oh, that's hilarious. We're already using it basically like how we want to be using it kind of, I guess. We just don't want to reset it. Oh no, we do still have to reset it. Uh so I'm going to change these archery outcomes to archery round outcomes. Uh and uh oops. So yeah, so archery round outcomes. Well, actually no, we can do both of these things. We can say archery round outcomes index p oc uh, plus equals 1. Actually no, but we don't need to do the archery outcomes here. So then we'll say for AI in archery round outcomes, AO total plus equals AI, and archery archery outcomes equals AI. Archery outcomes index. Oh, this is just a list. Okay, so for IAI, in enumerate archery round outcomes. Yeah. Then archery outcomes index I equals AI. Okay. Um, excuse me. AO. Whoa, what's the AO round results? Oh, these are the percentage things. Yeah. Okay. So archery. Yeah. So this is gonna be archery round outcomes. Uh, yeah. Okay. And so archery outcomes. Yes. Now we just have to keep like archery outcomes has to be like this global thing, or not like global, but like it has to be like a persistent value that we reset at the start of an archery event. So yeah, where's a home for that? Archery outcomes equals. Uh, yeah, it was always very local before. Um, so I don't know, go somewhere in here. Uh, archery. Yeah, here. I don't know. Whatever. Fine. Archery outcomes equals 0, 0, 0. Okay, and then yeah. So archery outcomes equals 0, 0, 0 at the start of when we initialize an archery event too. So when we go to init event, so if archery do all that stuff. we say archery outcomes equals 0, 0, 0. And then yeah, so each round we're updating archery outcomes with the round outcomes, and then is that like everything? So we're resetting it. We're updating it with the round outcomes. Oh wait. Archery. Oh no, this is supposed to be plus equals. Yeah. Right, because it's not. Yeah, right. It's not just for each previous round. It's for the aggregate of all the rounds. So then for I in range 3, AO percentages equals append archery outcomes index I times 100 divided by AO total. Oh, AO total. No, AO total. No. Okay, so yeah, we need to change what AO total means. Because it used to just be divided by the number of players, but AO total now is the total number of shots. So, yeah. So, yeah, I think we're gonna do the same thing here. We're gonna say, so this is gonna be AO round total, AO round total plus equals AI, and then we'll say AO total plus equals AO round total, and then AO round total equals the maximum of AO total and 1. That's just to avoid div 0 errors. Do we need to avoid div 0 errors at the end of the event? Probably, maybe. We'll see. Oh, I'm scrolled way up in chat. I've not been paying attention to chat. Hey Doc, how's it going? Welcome. Sorry, I was not paying attention. I'm glad to hear, Snappy, that you got it on. It sounds like a good direction. So, I wish you luck. All right. So AO total. Yeah. Right. So again, we're using AO round total here. Whoops. AO round total, and then oh yeah. So again, AO round total is the maximum between these things. Right. All we do here is up increment, or like update AO total. So then the other thing that we have to do is archery outcomes. Wait, what? Archery outcomes. Yeah. Right. So when we declare that, we also need AO total equals 0, and so wait, where's this? Yeah, this is on an event. AO total equals 0, and then so archery outcomes. So now we're using AO total, and it is correct and stuff. Although div 0 errors, I guess we'll want to say AO total equals the maximum between AO total and 1, so that it's never it's never less than, so it's never 0. I mean, I could just initialize it to 1, but then it'd always be off by 1. I don't want it to be off by 1 when there's good data. I only want it to be off by 1 to avoid the div 0 error. In the case that there is no data to impart, really. Just zeros. Zeros all the way down. Okay. So that is good, I think. Right? AO average. Archery outcomes index 2. Yeah, plus archery outcomes 1 times 2 divided by 3 plus archery outcomes index 0 divided by 3. Yeah. Because, like, these are only worth a third. These are worth 2/3, and these are worth, like, full credit. So I can probably change... I might be able to change these percentages. Right now, you only need 40% across the board to get gold. I'm going to change this to, like... this should be a lot easier now, so I'm going to change this to, like, 60. Then change this to, like, 30. Is EXP important? Well, depends if you like being a strong and influential adventurer. Experience levels you up, as you might be able to guess. It adds to your influence value. Players who are higher level have like more influence over the course of events in the game. It doesn't like really give them like a gameplay advantage, because like it's not like players with like higher influence like have any real advantage, but they basically like their voices are louder in the game basically. And you get new character art as you level up. You can get new like new animal companions and like stuff like that. So that's what experience does in this game. I do not know any French. I do not know any French at all. So I'm glad that you know some English. um, all right. And yeah, I think the rest of this is good now. I think the rest of this is so now the outcome will be based not on like the players per se. It'll just be based on the rounds of shots. So the reason that that's particularly important is that if a player misses the first 2 rounds and like shows up for the 3rd round and gets a bullseye, now that'll be counted just as a bullseye. Previously it was counted as actually like not a great score because it was 2 dead rounds plus 1 bullseye, which averages out really low, and so it would actually bring the average down. But now it's only counting the shots that are actually fired. It doesn't count the missed shots or anything like that. So yeah, I think that should be better. It should just make more sense overall. And but it doesn't change how experience gets awarded. So you still only get if you only get 1 round of firing in, you still only get partial credit. But yeah. All right. Oh, I still haven't tested the tweet ID, so I should test that because why not? So let's say how does this work? Like bonus you it's like your ship swirls into a strange massive vortex the entire vessel is sucked down into an underground or an underground or sucked into a cave, an underground cave, an underwater cave, therein some adventurers discover so actually they're in a bubble or in a so basically right, so you get sucked underwater, but there's a cave, and then like there's air inside the cave, I guess is what I'd try and rip apart. So they're in a So therein, some adventurers discover a great underground uh, city, uh, in a giant pocket of air at the bottom of the sea. Um, so there, yeah, some adventurers discover a great. Uh, Actually, no, therein you discover a great underground city at the. I'm trying to be specifically like verbose because I'm trying to like bump up the character count here. Right now we're at 136.68, but I actually want to hit a third. So underground city in a giant pocket of air at the bottom of the sea. Um, so some adventurers. Uh, 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 Uncover uh, first some adventurers stumble into an ancient or an old. It doesn't have to be ancient. Not everything has to be ancient. It could just be old. An old library. Actually, it's going to be an abandoned. Uh, you see no signs of inhabitants anywhere. Some adventurers stumble into an old library and reveal. Did I hear you say uncover? I say like uncover, discover. Like I use those words a lot because it's supposed to be like adventure-y and stuff. Oh, also I'm doing this off screen, but I'm basically just typing in this like much too small text box, something way too verbose. This text box is intentionally very small because I try and discourage myself from like getting too wordy. But what I'm testing here is like supposed to be wordy. Okay, good. I'm already on the third one, so that's good. I'll just wrap this up. So your ship rolls into a strange massive vortex. The entire vessel is sucked down into an underwater cave. Therein you discover a great underground city in a giant pocket of air at the bottom of the sea. You see no signs of inhabitants anywhere. Some adventurers stumble into an old library and uh, uh, uncover I already said strange, right? So actually, it's not gonna be a strange massive vortex. It's gonna be your average run-of-the-mill massive vortex. To a massive vortex. Uncover a startling history of civilization of a I don't know, an arcane civilization. I don't know. That's fine. How am I doing on text? All right, that's 3 long, so that should be satisfactory, I think. Although nothing happened when I hit the call midtime button, so what? Did it crash? No? What? It said initting growth, but Trusty Bard never said anything in chat. Did it get tweeted? Oedicus. So it did get tweeted. Huh. That's weird. So I should probably look into that. So did it, I guess, I mean, the thing that I'm testing. Okay, good. Okay, good. So it did the, so this is the thing that, this is the thing that we just added that, I was, other way around, Solomas. Yeah, this is the thing that we just added today. So like the first tweet, if you just look at the first tweet, it's just like its own thing. But then these other tweets, because they're all part of like the same like line of text, like they're all part of one giant text. So Solmaz, you're inputting the Twitter command on Twitch. That's the command that you have to input on Twitter. The other command is the command that you input on Twitch. Just BT dubs. Uh, so yeah, and so now, so you